this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I share it openly because it's the biggest risk to the space. Is look, I come from the world of tech, and technology has made big bold bets that it would transform the world, and some technologies have, and others have never lived up to their hype. Right?
Mm.
Not saying that we're in a hype cycle, but the technology for DeFi works. You can wrap assets. You can go and do a peer-to-peer loan. We could do a peer-to-peer swap, all on DeFi. So the technology functions. So now when we look at, how much transactions and how much volume is happening there, it's tiny relative to the entire ecosystem of the financial world, right? So to me, the next 5 years are going to be uber critical. Is this gonna live up to its potential, particularly in the emerging markets, and disrupt other markets? Or I joke, is it going to become the Segway, where it was supposed to be like a revolutionary way of doing, public transportation, and now it's like used. Look, don't get me wrong, I love riding a Segway when I do a city tour, but it's linked to like city tours
Yeah.
and mall cops, right? So it's like
Yeah.
kind of like so. So we don't want that to happen here. We don't want
Yeah.
to be a meme in a world of memes in 5 years.
Yeah.
And so I'm not saying 3IQ's the only player that's influencing this. The technology providers of foundations, it's uber critical, but we want to play a role in that. And so what does that mean? That means that we see a world where we have to blend the two worlds. That means creating a fund and an investment strategy that is appealing to institutional capital, like you were saying, Mark, the yield play. But that capital is utilized to accelerate the growth and liquidity in the DeFi space. And so you're serving two purposes. You're not just going and robbing and stealing the yield and bringing it back to institutions and not care. It's deploying it in tactful ways with foundations, with projects that have momentum to help them build that flywheel growth while generating a return that is risk managed and appealing to institutions. If we could solve for that, which is what we're working on, then all of a sudden you have an institutional capital flowing in and institutional capital being utilized to promote and grow and scale DeFi. I think that's a
Yeah.
pretty cool role to play in the coming years.